Okay, so we're gonna get started, y'all. So I didn't put up a list, but I'm gonna let you know what I'm using tonight. I'm always gonna use the 15-inch. Hi, Kim. Thanks, Joanne. You can't hear me. Okay. But anyway, so I always use a 15-inch thanks, Avenel, rim when I do my wreaths. So we're going to do a wreath tonight, and it's going to be kind of a fall theme wreath, like autumn and pumpkins and such. And I'm going to be using the 21-inch orange. And I'm going to point this camera just a hair to this right here so you can kind of see what I'm talking about. So I'm going to be using this 21-inch orange, and I'm going to be doing, you know, the probably a what do I normally, probably about a 12-inch poof. And then I also am going to put in ruffles, which is the brown, and it's kind of like a gold yellow. I'm also going to be using some tubing in like a brown and gold, and then a gold. I love this brown one. It's so pretty. And then my ribbons tonight is going to be this 1.5, the thinner one, in this burgundy gold leaves. And this, y'all, the texture on this is so nice. The leaves actually feel like they're, hi Pamela, hi Pam. They feel like they're printed into the ribbon, if that makes any sense. So we're going to be using that one, and then we're going to be using this checkered with golds and things in it. Hi Robin. And then I picked up this green one. I think it was last year, but I'm not really sure. This is really pretty, and it has the golds and the yellows and greens. So I really like that one a whole lot. And so there is that one. Also, I threw in this pumpkin ribbon. And for the other ones, I pulled this little pumpkin with some browns in it. Hang on real quick. This little pumpkin with browns. And then I had recently bought this one that has the burgundies in it with the vines of pumpkin vine. It has like some orange leaves going through it. And then for the bottom one, I chose an autumn one that has also the golds and yellows and oranges and greens in it. I wanted to bring in that gold and yellow together. Okay, so let's get rolling. I'll show you my sign real quick. It says grateful, and it's a white pumpkin sign, and I got this at Walmart, y'all, and I believe it was $9. I can't be for sure, but that's what I think it was. Okay, and I got some fillers also. I'm going to try to incorporate these fillers, which is yellow, gold, and some green. And I have some autumn leaves, green and orange. And then I have these beautiful little pumpkins that are sparkly, and they have like little big glitter on them. Okay. Thank you, Pam. All right, so let's get started with our hoofs, and I'm gonna scrunch it up. Let me pull these out real quick. And I'm using this yellow one because I have some golds in here, and I kind of wanted to bring out that yellow with it. I want to start by tilting this down so y'all can see. And I'm going to be putting, again, my first start with the zip tie right here on this bar. So I'm going to pull this out and I'm going to ruffle it up. I'm going to make sure I get a good amount of this fabric. I'm going to get a zip tie. And get underneath that bar. Welcome, everybody. I'm glad to see everybody's here. Hi, Wilhelmine. Hi, Robin. Okay. Let's zip tie this real quick. Y'all, Cheryl's in here. She's in the house, and she's my moderator tonight. She's with Al's Tech Talk, so let's not forget her. Okay, you want that real super tight, and we're just going to clip that off. And let's rock and roll. Okay, I'm going to skip the first one, and I'm going to go to the direct next one. Let's see what I'm going to do. Yeah, I'm going to do 12, y'all. So my hoop, my ruffles are going to be 30 inches long, and my hoops are going to be 12, just so you know. I'm going to go directly to that tie and scrunch it really super tight. Because, y'all, those ribbons that I bought are really super thick, and they're nice ribbons. So I kind of want to have a little bit more room. And you want to pull these out. Well, let me straighten up these ties here so they stay out of my way. Yeah, it looks like I'm missing a tie. That's odd. That's okay, because I'll just make sure it's not in the box. Whoop. Yeah, it looks like I am. I'll get one of these pipe cleaners and use that. No worries. I hate when that happens, though. All right, so we're going to go to the next one. Remember, I'm doing 12 inches. Hey, Cassie. Oh, no, it's Stacy. Hey, Stacy. When y'all come in with your business names, I never know who I'm talking to. Hi, Rachel. Anyway, so this mesh right here, I bought in North Carolina at my at AC Moore's. Believe it or not, I wanted to try their mesh. This is a lot of stiffer than I'm used to, but that's okay. That only makes it give it more stability to the wreath. So It's okay, Stacy. I just keep forgetting what your name is on your business page, and that it just I feel stupid when I call you by your business name. Like, where did that come from? So, anyway, I also have a YouTube channel, y'all. So don't forget to go there and like my page and subscribe. And if you're first people in here that's never seen me before, you have a little bell up in the corner, and if you want, you can do it that way, or you can go and message me alert or live, and you'll get notification when I'm on. Oh, you're so sweet, Cassie. You're so sweet. Anyway, I'm real excited to get myself back organized here. I know y'all, I've been moving I'm going to be, well, no, I'm actually been doing a lot of work with my daughter. She's moving. She got a fabulous job in North Carolina, so we've been back and forth. And Mama's been doing a lot of the groundwork. And so, not next week. Yeah, I believe it is next week. The 30th. Is the 30th next week? Somebody help me out there. Hi, Lourdes. Anyway, the 30th, she has a move-in date. And after that, she's gone. I have one gone, and that's kind of scary. But, okay, so we're back on the bottom, and I'm going to be getting this last one here where I have left off. I still look at them as being my my babies, and it's hard for me to let go, even though we argue and think we're a close family, but our personalities are so much alike, it's horrifying. Anyway, if you see any strands or anything, just give it a clip before you go to the next bar. Okay, so I landed back at the end of where I started, and I'm going to go ahead and go up to the next level. I think I need to, what happened here? Let's see. I think I need to just go right here real quick and give it another twist and then go up. There we go. Okay, I'm going to zip tie it to that bar and start on my top half. Hi, Susie Brown. As you can see, I have your mesh holder here that I'm using. This is Susie Brown's mesh holder. I absolutely love it. So if you all are interested in that, you need to go to her webpage if you want to post that, Susie. Thanks, Kathy. When I bought these zip ties a while back, I got them a little small, and I'm trying to use them up so I can get some new ones. Don't you hate when you buy something you don't realize it and you start using them and they're too small or wasn't exactly what you wanted? I went through like four glue guns before I decided on one. Anyway, we're going to go to that next tie. We're going to skip that first one. Thank you, Susie. If you guys don't have this mesh roller, you don't know what you're missing. I'm telling you, it's awesome. It's made my life so much easier. Hi, Kathy. Good evening. I am making a autumn wreath, and at this moment I am doing 12-inch hoops. And you want to pull those out as much as you can. Yes, Janice, it is awesome. Kathy, yes, I love her mesh roller. I hope everybody's doing great tonight. Again, Cheryl's in the house. She's my moderator and my business partner. She does an awesome job for me. So if any of you are having some issues with your Facebook or anything that has to do with your business, contact her. She'll put her webpage up there. And believe it or not, I could not be doing this right now without her. She's my saving grace. Thanks for stopping in, Susie. It's such a nice surprise to see you. Okay, so we're on our last one. And I'm going to buckle her down with another zip tie. I know it seems like you use a lot of zip ties, but you know, it's better safe than sorry to be secure. And I'd rather be secure than my wreaths going out the door and they start unraveling because something was not buckled in right. So that's the only reason I use zip ties so many. Okay, so I'm just going to cut this excess off. And I'm going to tuck that around. And I'm going to make these poofs come out. All right. Let's roll this up. I mean, look how nice this rolls. It's just awesome. All right, so we're down to the ruffles. And again, I'm using that gold and brown. Want to show it to you again. These are the two colors that I'm using. This one's more on the yellow tone of a gold, and I think it'll look great. Okay, so we have 5 of each color on the bottom and 4 of each color on the top. And what I'm going to be doing is walking my way into a ruffle. And you just, it's real easy to keep straight. I'm usually pretty good at doing that. It doesn't bother me if it goes to the side because it's so easy to get back straight. Because sometimes you don't have enough room on your board, or you know, your wreath sitting there and you can't really move it. It just I usually put my old mouse on the end of it, and it keeps it in on the other end from ruffling up. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and put it in the first tie. Again, these are 30-inch ruffles. 30-inch. And tonight, I'm not going to go all the way around. I just want them to kind of flow without tucking them in. Almost kind of like the butterfly effect. I'm going to go ahead and go to the brown. Welcome in, Louise. Thanks, Karen. I hated to be off too. I mean, work had me all over the place. And to be honest with you, it just wasn't worth me being off the my business. And it was putting a strain on my household. And the money just was not worth what kind of hours I was holding, you know. So I outed to give it up. So I do not work at Michael's anymore. So, okay, so we're going to go to the next one. So now I'm getting back into my regular routine, and I'm loving it. Okay, like I said, I'm not going to go all the way around. I'm just going to let it have like that little butterfly effect. Let it kind of go its own little direction. And y'all remember, I have a YouTube channel. If you can't stay the whole time, it'll be on YouTube to replay. I missed y'all too. It was killing me not to do any lives. Yes, Karen, we do. And I got sick there at the very end, and they did not appreciate if I was going to call in sick. And so I worked sick, which made it worse. I was deathly ill, and the doctor said I had to stay home, and they were not happy. So at that point, that gave me my clue, and I put in my 2-week notice, and I left. And to be honest with you, I really only did it for the discount. And my husband says, is it really worth it for the discount? I was like, well, maybe you're right. I'm always about coupons and discounts. And, well, he said it, you know, it ain't really worth it. And so I said, okay. So I ended up quitting. But they did work me like a dog. Cheryl can tell you. I couldn't even talk to her. I was so tired, and I would fall asleep when she was talking to me. Oh, sorry, Cheryl. But anyway, it's all over, and I'm back. I'm just going to move Susie's mesh roller to give me a little bit more room. There we go. Well, hi, Carla. Welcome in. Detroit. There was a couple times, too, I was a zombie. I know y'all know that I had like a damaged nerve problem, and I was dealing with that, too, and I was working. And it is not a fun disease that I got. what happens is my nerve got damaged when I had a wisdom tooth pulled, and it's horrible. But anyway, I was trying to get that under control, and it took me a while. So I know a couple times I was on here and I was kind of zombie-like. That was because of the medication I was on, and I had to change neurologists because he was just messing me up, the guy that I was with. So now I'm all straightened out. I went to a new neurologist, and he got me on the right medication, and I'm all good now. I know. What happens is, Helen, is what happens with me is I'm too good of a worker. And so instead of, having some of the other people pick up shifts, they look at me to pick them up. And I was like too good to say no. And so, I was getting really stressed out. But, it's all good now, and I'm back. And as soon as my daughter's done moving, I will be doing a class. And that class is going to cost $5 a class. And I'll be doing a class once a week. And at the end of the month, I plan on doing a live with my students and answering all their questions and their concerns and any suggestions they have, like if there's something, they would like me to teach them, and so on. And so that is a paid class, and it's $5 a session, and so it's $20 a month. And I will be posting like the projects that we'll be doing a month in advance. Like, so if I am doing classes in September, I would post them in August. If I was doing classes in October, they would be posted in the end of September. So everybody has plenty of time to get their supplies. And I plan on doing some really fun things. Oh, that's horrible, Helen. Oh my goodness, I am so sorry to hear that. In my class, I'll be doing floral arrangements, I'll be doing decorations, I'll be doing wreaths, I'll be doing all sorts of things. Not just wreaths. It's going to be a mixture. I plan on teaching you certain ornaments that I've learned to do and that sort of thing. For gifts, or you can put them on your own tree, or there's decorations you could give away for gifts, or keep them in your house, or sell them even. So anyway, it's going to be fun. I've been doing crafts for an awful long time. I started at a very young age with my sister. Excuse me. She taught me how to sew and all sorts of things when I was young. And so I have all kinds of neat little tricks that I like to do. She was one of those too that, she would, when she was doing her crafts, she would find a appropriate, craft for me to do. And so I know those little crafts too, like if you have children and or grandchildren and you want to do some kind of class with knowing how to do a craft thing with your children or grandchildren, I'd be happy to show you the things that I know. that are easy and children appropriate. I also have a Cricut, yes, and I do work on my Cricut. And if any of you have Cricuts, you know, we could do a class on Cricuts. However, not everybody has a Cricut, but, you know, you never know who shows up in the class, and if everybody has Cricuts, then hey, why not? I'm not going to limit myself to one particular craft because I plan on doing all kinds of things. I am doing, okay, is that for Cheryl or for me? How many times are on this form? Helen, goodness, Kathy. Avenel, I don't have a brother. However, it should work pretty much the same way. I have a Cricut. It shouldn't be much of a difference. How many ties? How many ties? Like the zip ties, I used 3. Oh, I see what you're saying. Okay, so I have 10 on the bottom and 8 on top. This is a basic form that I bought at Craft Outlets, or this one also could have been from Old Time Pottery, because my husband bought me some there. And they both came with 10 on the bottom and 8 on the top. However, you can get some that are 7 on top and 9 on the bottom. You can also add an extra tie if you like. If you're all concerned about it being even, I particularly don't care either way. Sometimes I feel like I'll just go ahead and put a tie on it just to make life simpler, or I've done it, you know, without it. So, yeah, you can use, it doesn't have to be so precise, Helen, because it is going to look beautiful no matter what. You're not going to notice that, oh, that ribbon is beside the other ribbon. You're not going to see that because you're going to put all your goodies on it, and nobody's going to realize that the 2 ribbons are the same. So I feel that it's not a big deal. You know, there may be some other people that have a, you know, an OCD thing about it being even. I particularly don't. Yes, it's a pre-made form. However, I have done ones that were not pre-made. And let's see. Let me show you one. Oh, maybe I don't have one in here. I don't have one in here. But I could also do that in class. You know, show you how you can do ones without the ties. It's all you have to do is, you know, make sure you put 10 on the bottom and 8 on top. It's very simple. You just use pipe cleaners with that. But, you know, some of you may not want to go out and spend, you know, $8 on a wreath form. Some of you may want to use the Dollar Tree ones, which are, I believe, what are they? $3 or something like that, or I think they are $1. And do your wreaths that way, because believe it or not, you're not going to see any of those pipe cleaners. I mean, and they're just as beautiful. I have some that I've done that are just as beautiful. I mean, I want to say my daughter's, but it's not in here. My daughter did a Christmas one for herself last year, and she put the pipe cleaners on. And she had no problem, and that was her first wreath. And she did a beautiful job. So you can use either one. You don't have to spend $8 for this preform where it has the ties already on it. You can buy the Dollar Tree ones, which is $1, and put your own pipe cleaners on them. Great, Abigail. I cannot wait. I am so excited for these class. I'm so excited. Y'all, I did these trees one year, and I'm going to do it in the class because they're so stinking cute. They're made out of a grapevine tree. Well, a grapevine pointy, like, let me show you. This thing. It's made out of this. And I sold the heck out of those last year at Christmas. I mean, I couldn't get any more from Hobby Lobby because I kept buying them up. And it was to a point I had all these people wanting them, and I couldn't get them. It was impossible to get them. So I missed out on a lot of them. But they turned out so adorable. And I want to do those again. And they're great table scape. Or if somebody is like, has an apartment or something and doesn't really want to have a tree, or a person that lives in assisted living and can't have a tree in the room, this is a beautiful thing to give them because they can't have a tree. And so when somebody, makes that for them and takes it to them, how special is that? They have their little Christmas tree, and you can put little presents around it. So that's something I definitely am going to be doing. So you can look for that one. Anyway, y'all, I forgot to tell you I'm on the top. Got Gavin there, and I'm so excited about my classes that I totally forgot to tell you that I am on the top. We only have a couple left. 2 to be exact. Welcome back, Dennis. Anyway, so I just kind of been a little busy bee trying to get myself all situated again. I do have my class up. It's not open yet, but it will be called CesBes Creative Cove. And it's, like I said, it is not up yet. So if you go to search it, it's not going to come up. But just so you know, what did I miss? I missed one. You got to find it. Too busy talking and I messed up. Here it is right here. So I'm going to back up for just a sec, guys. This is just an easy fix, though. One thing about doing wreaths and things like that, you could always fix it because that's the beauty of your own craft. Helen, I do not. I do not. And that's one thing I will not share on YouTube. And the reason why is because that's going to be in my class. If I was to share that, it wouldn't be fair to the class that I'm out there selling it to somebody else. I really want to save that one for my class. And because it's going to be, everything in my class is going to be strictly for them. So, that's it. It's just going to be strictly for them. They can sell it all they want. They just cannot share it with anybody else. They cannot post how I did it. So they can sell it. They can remake it, but they can't show anybody. That's the beauty of it being a class, is it's going to be special strictly for them. It won't be anything I do that's on here. Other than that, there wouldn't be no use for a class. But I still am going to be doing stuff on here. So I'll have some unique things on here also. Just that tree won't be on here. On top of that, it takes a class to do it. And I just don't have enough time on a live to do that. It's going to have to be a one-on-one thing with my class people to do it. Okay, here's the last one. Okay. So we're going to go ahead and start on the ribbons. Does anybody want to see this before I start on ribbons? Thank you, Stacy. Yes, I will still be on here live doing things that I've never done anywhere else. So, but the stuff that I do in my class is strictly for my class. And that's only because they're paying for it, and it wouldn't be right for me to share that sort of thing. Thank you, Helen. Anyway, let me show it to you just right quick so you understand what it looks like. Let me point this up just a hair. And that's what it's looking like so far. Okay, so we're going to go to the ribbons and go from there. Okay, so we're going to start on the bottom, and I want to separate the bottom from the top. These ribbons are just absolutely gorgeous. I love them. The fabric of them, I just love this fabric. Okay, so we're going to start off with the green and the pumpkins and the gold leaf. And these, y'all, are 14-inch ribbons. I don't use anything else but 14-inch. And really, I just want to make sure they're all even and bend them so I know where the center is. And scrunch it in. And start with my first. Okay, so the gold, I want to kind of pop a little bit, so I'm going to put that green in with the gold. You want to kind of bend them forward. I do forward. And you want to spread them out a little bit. And make them curve. I don't spend too much time with it because I'm going to tell you what, when I put that sign on y'all, I'm going to smash them to heck. So I do not want to, you know, keep going and fixing them and all that. So I will come back and shape them as I go. Okay, so this brown right here is going to get those beautiful burgundy colors. Oh goodness. Okay, so all the ribbons are from many places. Some I had last year even. So I got that burgundy ribbon that I just put in, the smaller one. I got that at AC Moore. And I got this one at AC Moore. I got that green one, I want to say, in Tennessee. And the pumpkin one in Tennessee. I went to the Apple Barn and they have like massive Christmas stuff. So they had their Christmas out and they went and they had their leftover autumn ribbons and things like that. And I bought what was left, which was not very much, but that's okay. They're gorgeous. So I couldn't leave them behind. My husband said you should grab them, and so I did. I don't even know if they were a good price. I just knew I liked them. And I was just starting my business. I mean, I really was not on Facebook or anything. I was selling my wreaths around my home, and I was doing a very, very good job of it too. And so I figured this year, you know, I would probably be still selling them, and so I bought the ribbon. There are, yes, there are, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 different ribbons, correct. Actually 7, because I have one that's different in the other bunch that I'll be putting out. Yes, Carly, not always, but I do like 3 ribbons. I don't normally go too far into like multiple ribbons. Now, when I do buy ribbons, if there is something that really pops that I really like, that I think that is necessary for my wreath, I'm going to put that extra in. But sometimes, the majority of the time, I do 3. Now, like I said, I have one extra different ribbon that I chose to put in because I felt it needed that little pop. But, yeah, the majority of the time I do 3. I mean, honestly, why waste your ribbon? It doesn't need any more than that. It fills it up completely. You are taking your pumpkins and your autumn leaves and your tubing. I'm putting tubing in tonight. And it's so full, it's not necessary to waste your ribbon. Ribbon is expensive, you know, so you got to, you know, conserve where you can. Because if you go and put multiple ribbons in, you're talking, you know, each roll is more or less like probably about $6, $6 a pop. And if you get them on sale, it's most likely, well, my taste anyway, is most likely on sale for 40% off or something like that of $6. So I'm still paying pretty good penny, like 3 something for each row. So you don't want to waste it. And a lot of the times, you know, you get them in 10-foot rolls, and sometimes you got to buy 2 rolls just to make sure you have enough. And so that gets expensive. And like I said, I don't really particularly care for cheap ribbon. So if I don't like it the first time around, I'll never buy it again. This is almost like a thick drape-like material. It's really nice. And I can tell you it was not, it was not cheap. So, and also, I'm selling these wreaths. I don't want to put on, my Facebook or my Etsy page something cheap. I spend quality time on this. I'm not going to put a cheap ribbon on my wreath. And I really don't feel it's fair if I go and buy a cheap ribbon and then go up on the internet and sell it for, just for, shooting giggles, $100, say. And, here I only spent like $1 for my ribbon. That is just not, that's not me. I want people to have, good quality things and get what they pay for. And I know y'all that are making recent things, and when you first start off, you're not getting paid. You're not getting paid for your time. You're getting paid for your supplies and then that little extra. So until you make it really big, you won't be paying for your time until you get further up. So, I do the best I can, and I like to buy better quality things. Yes, that is a good deal at Sam's. I bought some last year. Let's see, where am I? Okay. Getting confused here. So we just got a few more on the bottom. And also another hint is the better quality ribbon, the better they're going to be, the better they shape. So like this ribbon, wherever I stick it, it's staying. It is that good that if I want to pull it to the left or right, it's going to stick. Not going to curl back. I'm just going to take a sip, guys. Last green one on the bottom. And the last vine and pumpkin on the bottom. Thanks, Kathy. Fall is one of my favorite seasons. I wish it was a longer season, to be honest with you. But once, Thanksgiving's over, oh my gosh, Christmas is just like right there. So don't get me wrong. I love decorating for Christmas too, but fall is just, it has a soft spot for me. I lived in Washington State where we had 4 seasons, and it's really hard when you live somewhere in the South and they don't have much of a fall. One day I'll get it back again. One day. Okay, so let's start on with the top. And just so you guys know, this was that other ribbon that I threw in instead of the pumpkin, because I think it's beautiful next to this. I just couldn't resist. But I didn't want the whole wreath to be that, so I ended up just doing one of the pumpkin and one of this plaid. Yes, fall is like everything to me. I love fall. I'm a big decorator for Halloween and Thanksgiving, but I don't get to keep my Thanksgiving stuff up that long. It's just really kind of depressing sometimes, but it is what it is. Us Americans got to rush everything. Yeah, we probably won't get fall. We get like wind. We don't get much of a winter either, so kind of sucks. Hi, Laura. Thanks for stopping in, hon. Are you at camp? Karen, that is where my daughter is going to work. She lives like 3 miles down the street. Oh, wonderful, Laura. Yeah, she's in Cary. Yeah, that's the city she is gonna live in, Cary. Love it. It's so nice there. Every store you can think of is there. I was like shocked. Yeah, she's going to be working at a clinical trial company, and she is going to be a um, what is that called? Analyst tech specialist. So she does all the, no, she's a data specialist. That's what she is. She's going to be adding all that data for the clinical trials and things like that. And girlfriend is going to be making some money. So I'm real excited for her. She has a beautiful apartment, and we get to move in on the 30th. Joy. So we have to drive a U-Haul down there. Oh, ugh. Told my husband, I said, oh, we're hiring somebody to unload that truck because I am not throwing my back out. But she's totally excited. These people flew her down from here to go to an interview, and she landed it. I was so excited for her. And then it's my son's turn. He'll be probably moving to Arizona in customs. And at that particular point, that's another move for me. Joy. I'm so excited for that one. But hey, it is what it is. She's going to be a data specialist, is what it is. A data specialist, I believe that's what it's called. But it's in a clinical trial company, and everybody in her complex that lives in her complex is a doctor, a nurse, a tech of some sort, and some kind of computer stuff, and that's who lives in her complex. There's just like, she's in a prime area. There was an apartment complex right behind her work where they had her stay, because they had her staying in a corporate apartment. And we said, you know, Haley, how cool would that be to live right there? You would have to just, all she had to do is walk to work, no gas, no nothing. And she was like, no. She goes, I am not going to live right behind my work. There is no way. So that was out. But the one she picked out is beautiful. I tell you, it was bigger than the apartment, my first apartment. Okay, so we're going to do this last green. Yes, thank everybody. Thank you for coming in and watching me this evening. And like I said, I'm going to be getting back on my roll. Right now, I'm just doing one night a week just because I'm moving my daughter. But after that, I'll be going back to 2 days a week. And here is our last one. All right, let's get this tubing in. Again, I'm doing gold and brown and gold. These are the two colors I'm doing. They're really pretty. I'm just going to do kind of a figure 8. Have some little tails hanging, and that's what it's going to look like. Okay? And I'm going to do the brown in with the green. Cheryl, I have big plans. No kids this weekend. That's the plans I have. Actually, me and Rob are going to go out to eat. Not quite sure where we're going to go. He's now changing his mind several times before we decide where we're going to go. He is always like that, so. I'm a planner. He is not. He plans all right. He just doesn't stick to it. Oh, I can't be too hard on him. He's a great guy. Other than that, I'm just trying to keep cool here in our heat wave. The tubing, this one right here, let me see if I can find something to put behind it. Let me put it on the sign. Is a chocolate brown and golds in it. Can you see that? Chocolate brown and gold. And the other one is a goldish yellow. It kind of looks on the green side on the screen, but it is yellow or goldish yellow. This is pretty nice tubing too. I want to say I got this at Craft Outlet. Doing our last one down on the bottom, and we're going to start on the top. You're welcome, Kathy. Does anybody have any more questions? Y'all got quiet on me. Just got about 3 more to do here, and we'll go to the sign, which y'all know I hate that the most. Thanks, Pam. It is what it is with the sign, though. You know, we all have to do it. Torture. Maybe I'll get lucky tonight. There you are, Joanne. Okay, I'm going to show you this before I go and do the sign. Okay, so let me tilt this up. This is what it's looking like so far. Okay. All right. I know you guys are excited to see me do this sign. Oh, goodness. Thanks, Cheryl. I'm just going to root down here and find my bar. They are, Pam. Thanks, Joanne. Yeah, it's okay. Thanks, Pam. I'll get it done. And if I don't like it, I'll fix it tomorrow. That's the good thing about it. You have the wreath. You can fix it again. You can fix it before you post it. Thank you, Rachel. I'm never trying to needle, Pam. I need to venture into that. I know I have some crochet needles. I should try one of those. The time I say this thing is not giving me that big of a deal tonight is the time it'll give me a big deal. Last one. Oh, using upholstery needle. That's interesting. You'll have to post the picture on my page for me to look at it. Oh, good point, Wilhelmine. There we go. All right. And I didn't smash my ribbons as bad tonight, which is nice. There are small miracles. Let me just fix it and I'll hold it up. I got my sign on and I'm going to hold this up. If anybody missed anything, it will be on YouTube. All right. Okay, so this is what it looks like with the sign. Let me fix that just a hair. Let's go this way. There we go. Looks pretty cute, huh? Okay, so now we're just going to put some fun things on it. I wanted to see how I like these. I think I want to put these on. These are these little fall leaves. They're really, really sparkly. Facebook is starting to irritate me. Wonderful. I'm glad everybody tried to make it back. That's okay. Thank you. Thank you guys for coming back. Okay. So I don't want this huge stick, y'all. So I'm going to cut it down. And I'll pick that up later. All right. So I want to figure out where I want to put these because I want to put the pumpkins not far from it. So I'm thinking I want to buy the sign right here and I want to put a pumpkin not far away from it. Yeah. Ain't these beautiful? Y'all, I got these at Hobby Lobby. I got the leaves at AC Moore. And I got those boxes of pumpkins that I may use or may not. I got those at let me think. At Home Store. Yeah, I think cute. Okay, so I also got the orange one. So I want to put that in. And when you straighten them out, they're actually pretty huge. I'll do that over here. Do one up here. Let's see. I don't want to get too wild, y'all. Hey, Vicki. Oops, I should tilt this down a little bit and move it. There we go. Hi, Vicki. Glad you stopped by, hon. I think I want to pull this up just a little bit in this area. That really makes me angry that they do that all the time. One day I'll be big enough to where they better not do it. I just got booted too, Vicky. That just angers me. Let me see what I want to do here. Let's push this down. Let's see the other ones. Yeah, I think I like it like that. Okay, let me see this other one. Thanks for all the love, y'all. You're awesome. And then one more on this other side here. And then I think I'm not putting any more stuff on. So I'm one of those is more is too much. So I'm going to cut where I'm at. I just want to reinforce these. Oh, I love this color. It's gorgeous, y'all. It's gorgeous. All right. Let's check out the finished product. Let me turn this glue gun off. because we don't want no accidents. Fix this little bows area a little bit. So pretty. Okay. Let me get my stand. I should have had this out earlier. Anyway, we got it. Just give me one moment and I'll tilt it up. And so that's the finished product. Hope you all love it. Thanks y'all for joining me tonight. And I will definitely am planning on being here Friday. Oh no, I'm sorry. Yes, I will be here next Friday. The Friday after that, I have to go to Savannah for my husband's work, and I won't be on that week. So I wish y'all a great evening. Thank you, Joanne. Thanks, Vicki. Kathy, thank you. And I hope y'all have a blessed weekend. Thank you, Pam. Thanks, Kim. Yes, we will be here next Friday. I got my days kind of mixed up. Everything's like in a whirlwind at my house. Y'all have a great weekend, and God bless y'all. And I'll talk to you real soon. Thank you, Willie. Bye, y'all.